Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and today I'm going to be doing a market update for the 3rd of April, 2018. We're going to be talking about the cryptocurrency market as a whole, and we're also going to be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and maybe a couple of other coins if I get to them. But we're basically going to be talking about the market as a whole today, because I believe Bitcoin may have just found the bottom of the bear market that we've been in for the majority of 2018, or actually the entirety of 2018. Here it is, April. We're already out of Q1, and we're still very, very low compared to the all-time high on Bitcoin. We're about 66% retraced from the all-time high on Bitcoin, even though we're seeing a little bit of a correction here. But guys, I think the bottom is in. We're going to be talking about that today. I'm not saying for a fact that it is, but I think it may be. I'm going to be making my case for that in today's video. But if you enjoyed today's video, you should definitely think about dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. So let's get right into it. Bitcoin is currently up 7.73% in the last 24 hours. It is very nice to see a number like that colored green here on CoinMarketCap and not colored red. The price is currently $7,500 and the market capitalization is just under $130 billion. The market volume is up a little bit from the last couple of days. It's sitting right around $5.3 billion. That's down in the long term still. This used to hover around $10 to $12 billion back in the height of the bull run, up to like $16 billion a day if I recall correctly. Ethereum's back above that magic $400 mark that I've talked about quite a bit on the channel. It's up 8% today. Ripple is up 10%. Bitcoin Cash is up 7.5%. Litecoin is doing really well. As you can see here on the little chart here, we'll get to that in just a second. But Litecoin is doing pretty well. It's up nearly 15% in a day. EOS is up 5%. Cardano is up 10%. NEO is up 10%. We scroll down here a little bit. We're going to see some really big gains in some of these coins. Binance Coin is up 10.62%. That's likely due to the fact that well, not the fact, but my opinion that the market is correcting. Pretty much everything's up right now, and also it's had that news recently that they're going to be moving to Malta. That's probably definitely helping their price. Verge is up 65%. If you're a believer in Verge, you're having a very good day today. Lisk is up 25%. Steam is up 30%. That's pretty big for Steam. You don't see that very often. Status is up nearly 16%. OX up like 16%. Let's see. ARK is up 17%. If you're an investor in ARK, there you go. Ethos is up 14%. Now, guys, I've talked about this project Ethos on the channel quite a lot. I'm a very big fan of this. There's a good guy running it. His name is Shingo Levine. You should follow him on Twitter. I made I think 4 videos at this point on Ethos. It's a very good project. Basically, they're making a universal wallet that is going to be in direct competition with Coinbase, so that's going to be very interesting. So Ethos is sitting right here around 67. I fully expect that to be up in the top 20 by the end of the year if they can continue doing what they say they're going to do. Ethos is doing pretty well. This is a steal, by the way. The all-time high for Ethos is like, I think it's like somewhere around $10. This is like 80% down. Guys, if you're looking for one coin to pick up and hold for about a year, Ethos, that's my recommendation. This is not financial advice, by the way. But if you were to ask me, that's what I would say. Anyway, let's get into the technical analysis. Bitcoin, I'm going to be brief on Bitcoin because pretty much every single video I talk about the more long-term standpoint on Bitcoin, so I'm going to cover it very briefly, and then I'm going to talk about the little short-term here. If we come out here to the day chart, as you can see, we were in this bad trading channel. I talk about this a lot. We're in this very bearish trading channel. We've finally broken out of it. We'll be talking about that in just a second, but the 2 trend lines we want to define here so I can talk about what's going on in the short term is this long-term downtrend right here. As you can see, this one has a touch right here, and then we've traded around it for the last month or so. That's an important downtrend. I'll show you that one in a second. Just remember that downtrend. And also this uptrend from 1,800, 3,000, and then 6,000. That is a very important uptrend. We'll be seeing that in a little bit. While we're out here on the day chart, I want to point out that we have had the death cross that everybody was freaking out about. And guess what? We didn't die. Nothing terrible happened. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I was wondering why I couldn't see that. I have my MAs messed up. Let's fix this. Let's switch that to 200. I was wondering why we couldn't see the death cross. There we go. Here is that magic death cross, and as we can see, the market, it hasn't exploded. No one is dead yet, I don't think. But the RSI also is something I've been watching for the last little while. The RSI on Bitcoin did drop below 30 for a brief period of time. The last time it did that was back here when we pulled back to 6,000. We dropped down to about 26, 27 on the RSI. When you drop below 30 on the RSI, that's a very strong indicator that we are oversold and likely about to see a bottom, or that we are seeing a bottom. So I'm very happy to see that we saw a bottoming on right down to about 20, 29, 30, 31 on the RSI for the day chart. That's really good news. So let's zoom in here to the hour chart. What Bitcoin has done is it fell below this long-term downtrend. This is the one I defined for you earlier. That's this line that I'm hovering over right here. We fell below it. We traded below it and the long-term uptrend. We wanted to stay above both of those uptrends, which thankfully we are now. or below both, or we wanted to stay above both of those trend lines. Sorry, one of them's a downtrend. They're not both uptrends. We wanted to stay above both of those, and luckily it looks like we have, or it looks like we are now. Hopefully we can stay above both of them. We definitely want to stay above this downtrend because that's kind of defining the bear market that we're in right now. We want to stay above that. That's a really important downtrend to get support on, which we did. As you can see, if we zoom in here, we got a little bit of support on it right here. We got resistance back here, then we had support. That's a good bullish indicator. We were also below the long-term uptrend, which we want to maintain that for support. We broke it a little bit, but on a long-term time scale, you could still call this as getting support on it. This isn't a terrible break. We can live with this. A bottom at 6,500, 6,450. That's nothing. That's okay. We can still call this uptrend support now because we traded around it for a couple of days, but we can still call that support. And we're above both of them now, which is really important. We want to stay above both of these trend lines. Both of these trend lines being support is really good. We want to stay above this long-term uptrend as support, but we honestly just want to get the hell away from this downtrend. This downtrend is really bad for the Bitcoin market. Whenever Bitcoin comes close to it, it just drags the price back towards it. So we want to stay away from that downtrend. I've been talking about this downtrend for like 3 months. I want to be rid of this downtrend. I hate this downtrend so much. But anyway, guys, it looks like we're having a little bit of a jump up here. We're back above this level of resistance on this uptrend that we had. I think I've kind of made my point on that. We definitely want to see Bitcoin to continue coming up here and get above some levels of support. We could draw one right here. We have a double bottom right here. Or actually, we have a triple bottom if you count this over here. We have a right here around 7,800. That's probably going to be our next real bad level of resistance. Above that, we have this up here. We have some pretty important resistance up here at 9,000. Then you have a bunch of Fibonacci levels. I'll talk about more of that as the market continues to progress and we get closer to those levels of resistance. So you should subscribe to keep up with my videos on that. But anyway, that's basically what I wanted to talk about on Bitcoin. Let's go over here to Litecoin. Litecoin has done something that I am a very, very big fan of. Let's come out here to the day chart and I'll show you exactly what that is. Actually, I'm going to have to do it on the 4-hour chart or else you're not going to be able to see it. What Litecoin, actually, I'm going to put this on the 2-hour chart or you're still not going to be able to see it. What Litecoin has done, and this is the 2-hour chart, this is not the hour chart. What Litecoin has done, when it initially fell back here right around February 6th, when the entire market was pulling back, that's when Bitcoin fell back to $6,000. It actually made a double bottom of support here on 107, which is really, really nice. It's nice to see a double bottom for a market. I love seeing double bottoms. That means that is a very strong level of support. And what Litecoin has actually done is it came back and tested the same level of resistance, this time right around 109, which you can still call that the same level because these levels are not static. They're kind of more like areas than exact precise levels. We can still call this the same level of support. We got support on it again, then we got a fourth level of support on it. So what happened here is really interesting. We had two separate double bottoms, and then together those two double bottoms create a double bottom. Because if we come out here to the day chart, and you can't really see what I was talking about earlier, then all we see is a double bottom. So there you go. Here's one bottom, here's two bottoms. And if we come back in here to the hour chart, we have a double bottom here with one bottom. That's right now. And then back over here, of course, we had the double bottom back over here, one bottom, two bottom. So we have two double bottoms forming a double bottom. That is a really, really nice thing to see on Litecoin. I think Litecoin is going to do really well in 2018 if we can, in fact, turn the market around and continue to go bearish, or continue to go bullish, excuse me. If I make any mistakes like that, feel free to point them out in the comments down below. I speak quickly, and I mess up some things that I say sometimes. So if I say we're bearish for 2018, I'm misspeaking because I'm very bullish for 2018. I think it's just going to take us a couple months to really get the gears rolling again. I think it's going to take a little time for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market to get the steam going again and really get the train moving so that we can continue back up to the all-time high and beyond. It's probably going to be several months, if not by the end, or if not like Q4 of 2018 before we get back to 20,000. It's going to take a while, guys. We had a very, very drastic pullback, which was very needed, by the way. We needed a big pullback like this to really kind of build support for the long term. So this is actually pretty healthy consolidation in the long run. But at the same time, it's important that we realize that the long-term game is what we should all be here for. That's why you guys should be in the market. Bitcoin is going to be around for a very long time, and if it's not Bitcoin, it's going to be one of the cryptocurrencies, guys. One of these cryptocurrencies that we can see here on CoinMarketCap, or perhaps even one that doesn't even exist yet, is going to be a big cryptocurrency 10, 15, 20 years from now. And if you're investing in one of those cryptocurrencies that's going to last the long run right now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, hell, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you're going to be very happy with yourself. So please, guys, remember that. You guys have just survived one of the most Actually, no, you have survived the worst Bitcoin bear market in the history of Bitcoin. And that's really not me over-exaggerating. This is the fastest, most drastic pullback that Bitcoin has seen since the great pullback of 2013. And actually, this one was just about as drastic. It was a little bit more drastic, but it took about 4 times longer. It took like 6 times longer, actually. So this was a really bad bear market, guys. If you guys can survive this, you can survive anything. You guys finally have your, and me too, because this is the worst bear market I've ever seen. We have our certificate of having iron hands and steel fists, which you need to be in a market like this, especially one as volatile as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, guys. So good on you if you've survived this long. I think we're about to start a bull market. I could be totally wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm just one guy on the internet with an opinion, so definitely don't trade by what I'm saying here. But I am trying to give you information that will perhaps help you in your efforts, because that's why I'm here, guys. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to help you guys. That's why I made this channel, because I want to help you guys with your cryptocurrency, with your trading, with everything. That's why I'm here, guys. So if I can help you guys trade cryptocurrencies and make money, that's why I'm here. So hopefully you'll be doing pretty well, especially if you buy some Bitcoin right now and you hold on to it for a couple of years. Something tells me you're going to thank me. Anyway, I want to go over one more thing, and then we're going to wrap the video up. There's been this video moving around lately. It's a pretty bullish video. This came out on February 21st, 2018, but this is a video by a guy named Thomas Lee. This guy's been in finances. He's been on, I think he was working on Wall Street for like 30 years. I think he started working in Wall Street, I think he said 1993. This guy's like 100 then. Since 1993, in the early 90s anyway, he's been working in different types of other markets like the stock market and whatnot for a long time, and he is a very big fan of cryptocurrency, so I'm going to link this video in the description down below. I'm not going to spoil exactly what he's talking about here, but guys, if you're interested in watching some very bullish cryptocurrency content that will make you FOMO a little bit, this video will be in the description down below, and I'm sure that will tickle that itch for you guys. Also, one more thing before we end the video. The video that I posted on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, a lot of you guys, I think you thought I was serious with this video. I wasn't. It was an April Fool's video. We got a lot of dislikes on this video because I was doing a price prediction on Tether. Yes, I know Tether is a stable coin. It was an April Fool's video. If you didn't get that, I put there's, if you click this, there's like, I rickrolled you. There's a rickroll in here. That's a rickroll. Same thing with this link right here. That's a that's a rickroll. So guys, that was an April Fool's video. Please don't think I'm an idiot for that, because yes, I know Tether doesn't move in price. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.